Well, hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, and if you are here, then you are in the right place. Welcome, everyone. So good to see y'all. We just speak
Yeah.
favor over the whole soul tribe, all you wonderful light workers. We all come together here, and this is our moment of shining in the ethereal and in the physical. And so this is a second look. You know me and my co-host, Miss Trina. How are you doing?
I'm good. Blessings to
Excellent.
you all. I love you. Blessings, should I say? Better words, right?
Yeah,
Learning
I
to
think
use our
being
words.
blissed is
I
good.
like blessing. Yes,
Yeah,
blessings to you all.
yeah, I kind of dig that. And
Yeah.
as he keeps going here, it's all right, folks. I'm just making sure that
Hi,
the
Soul
blinkers
Tribe.
work.
How are
So
you, Wayne?
I am exceptional and I am unique,
Yes, you
and
are.
that's just how it is. And I kind of like it. It's
I must agree.
it's a groovy place. It really is. You ought to come on in. So, favor everybody. We just speak it over, and favor means you're empowered to prosper.
Yeah.
Prosper means that wherever you are exceedingly abundantly oversupplied, and that could be any area,
Yeah.
doesn't mean finances. I
hmm
mean, if you have good health, Trina, you're the richest person on the
Rich.
planet.
That's right.
You really
That
are.
is right. Yes.
I
Yes.
remember I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee. This was back in 1993. And anyway, the person who I was with at the time was taking care of a couple that were dying. And they were very, very, very wealthy.
hmm
And the guy, he liked me because at the time I had a company and I was working with a lot of the race teams in NASCAR.
Yes.
Richard Petty, Davey Allison,
hmm
Rusty Wallace, and even Dale Earnhardt. So anyway, he was into racing as well. And I was sitting by his bedside and we're just talking, and he's heavily sedated because it's really weird. Him and his wife both within
Yes.
6 months came down with terminal cancer. So
Wow.
I'm sitting there and he looked at me and he says, Wayne, he said, I never thought that this would ever be reality, but he said, I'd give up everything that I own.
hmm
He said, if I knew I could have 1 hour with my wife and we were back in perfect health again.
Yeah.
Not a day, not a year. It was an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh, you know, we're here and we're,
hmm
enjoy it. I mean, for whatever it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to that. I think there's a lot about having a body.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
groovy. I mean,
Yeah.
you think about that. These are unique. I mean, the machinery is of a
Yeah.
level that we're still trying to figure it out.
Bioorganic divine intelligence and
Yeah.
operation.
It's like,
Yes. It's
how
amazing.
how'd they do that?
I know, right?
And it's really groovy. I mean, uh
Yeah.
you and I were talking before we went live. Tomorrow I'm going to bring everyone into this book. And I showed you the title of it. It's called The Inconvenience of Death and Other
Yeah.
Things. You know, life is great except for that goddamn thing called death, you
Right.
know?
Right.
And
Exactly.
we're going to really get into the story because it's an interesting story of about a woman. And she said, she said, this book is about the beginning of my death. And she, when, and she, I won't say how she passes through, but on the other side, um, wow, wasn't anything what she was expecting.
hmm
And the question that was asked to her of what there are apparently greeters. I've read this now in about 3 different books where there are a professional class of beings, souls, that once they're trained, their whole purpose in the afterlife, and that's the important thing, it's not
hmm
afterlife, it's afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they're
Mhm.
greeters
Yeah.
that kind of
I,
help people acclimate.
yeah.
Yeah. that makes sense. And here was the question that was asked to her. It says, what are you going to do the rest of your death? And you had a very right and a matter of fact answer. And what was that answer?
Straight to the healing spot. Remember who I am and remember what I came to do, and go over if there's contracts, I want to look at them. I want to read them and digest them. I want to understand as much as I can. And then I have a plan to evolve beyond that. As soon as I get my bearings and get myself back together. And I want to understand more about the parts of myself that might be still anchored upon the earth. There's lots of questions I have. And I know that I will get them answered as soon as I arrive. And many of them are being answered now, I think. And I think that's the part of bringing the heaven to earth part. It's the consciousness of the awareness that you are beyond death, that there is an eternal part of you that we have forgotten. So I think it's about remembering what we are ultimately.
Interesting. I'm going to the beach.
Yeah.
That's
I'm going to your beach too. I'm going.
You're welcome.
As soon as I collect my stuff, I'm going to Wayne's Beach. Like I said, I got some traveling to do, and then I'm going to figure out how to go above and how to ascend past.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Stuff. Yeah.
As we hear about this, when you think about it, this life, and I've been here now for 24,371 days. 24,371 days it's amazing, but yet it's such a small amount of time.
It's a blink.
It really is. And
blink of an eye.
The more I meditate on it, the more in awe I am. I mean, I don't know what that date is of departure, but I do know this. It most likely will be in my sleep. And it will feel like I have fallen asleep in one realm only to awake in what will seem like this realm, but a very different realm with different laws, different natural, I don't know, restraints is the word. It's because when you think about it, that other side, it's very difficult to define. This side is difficult to define.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, look at what's happening to us today, Trina. Good Lord, girl. You think about it. We're in World War III.
Yeah.
They actually went and did it. And, is the title of our show today, Rough Waters Ahead. I don't know about you. I went and we got gas this morning, and in a 1 week period of time, the gas here, because we bought last week, has gone up $1.27 a gallon.
I think ours has too.
And I have very bad news for all of us who have to put petrol into the tank. It within the next 2 weeks, we will be seeing $10 a gallon.
Oh my God.
It's so, but as you and I were talking, in my youth, because I'm still in my youth, just a different phase of my youth, I did a lot of spelunking, did a lot of rappelling, and a lot of kayaking. I like the rapids. And in Tennessee, there is right outside Cleveland, Tennessee, Chattanooga area, that's where the Olympians train. And so you can go there and go through the same courses, and it's like skiing. You have a black course, and then you have a much more easier course. Well, we're about to go through the black. I think we're already in the black course. The question is, how well prepared are you? How skilled are you at, keeping that balance? Because this is really what it's going to be about. And you said something that I loved this morning, because I asked how you were doing. You said, I am balanced.
I am.
What a beautiful response. You know? I mean, seriously.
And it feels good. Balance feels really good. Yeah, it does.
I had a guy that was worked for a video duplication company, and he was the plant manager. And well, he didn't like guys like me,
Mhm.
and he was the type of guy where you would say good morning to him, and I won't use his name because he's still alive. And he would say, what the fuck's good about it?
Mhm.
And that dude, I can say for one thing, had the worst negative energy. I mean, it was freaking like this. You're going, get it off, please.
Yeah. Usually that manifests as cancer.
Well, I'll tell you how. Hey, Isby, how you doing? Going caving when I was in Tennessee. I lived in Knoxville in 89 and 90. Then you and I were probably crossing
Mm.
paths.
Wow.
That accumulated in a confrontation where I literally threw an overhead projector at him. Remember the old overhead projectors, where you had to use,
Yes.
the stencils, and literally I did.
Yes. Oh my
No.
God, that's a big box, Wayne.
Oh, what and this all came down when the
Oh my.
president of the company and vice president of the company were at the plant for major business, right?
Oh my
And
gosh.
so here I am, I was I was director of sales, and I mean, we were about to get to it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean the
Yeah, launching
secretaries.
projectors. Yeah, that's pretty serious.
Oh, the secretaries in the front office were just like, they were cheering me on because
Right.
he was a sexist son of a bitch. I mean,
Right.
he was so demeaning to women.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I lived the plant was in Clinton, Tennessee, which is in the heart of East Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And the plant had about 89% female working there.
Mm.
And this guy came from a background of manufacturing where people were they didn't have a soul to you. You were
Mm-hmm.
there to do a job, and don't you dare say anything. And yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the things that teach us lessons, Trina.
Yes. And
Yeah.
look at what a difference reality is based upon how you think and how you think about other people.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
it's amazing. People feel superior, they feel entitlements, and in all actuality, none of that's going to hold true. So
Well,
kind of
as the
amazing.
song would go, I became the local hero.
Right
The
on.
workers looked at me, as a person who just stood up to this dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
knew what I knew today, I would have probably spoken a curse over his ass.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Right.
I'd have to deal with that shit. So,
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then remember,
ah,
Wayne, I was telling you, I was getting the information about it's time now to learn to be very responsible
yeah, you
and
were saying that.
to learn how to become responsible gives you a huge amount of power. But to be responsible, you have to learn how to not react. So you have to learn to respond versus react. And response usually needs a little time so you can process it. You need to formulate the response. You need to see how you're going to respond to whatever's been thrown at you. So we've been taught to react, and that's part of our ego, it's part of protection. There's so much to it, which is automatic. To learn to control that part of you is going to be a powerful tool if you can do it, because it is challenging. But to be able to respond and respond well puts you into a vibration and a level of consciousness that is where responsibility exists. And responsibility is given a lot of power, authority, and the ability to guide, because they know that you're responsible, that you're going to not react, that you're actually going to respond in a way that's going to benefit the whole. And you're going to utilize the power of wisdom within you instead of the power of gut reaction. So it's going to be a huge tool if we can learn to master this.
Well, I'll tell you,
And
the
maybe that's
time.
because we're going to be reacting to what we're going to see real quick. There's going to be a lot of people reacting, Wayne, a lot. We need to respond and not react.
I'm not arguing that, because
Yeah.
if now is not the time to be learning, it's not when bombs are dropping down on your head.
Yeah, it's prior. It's a little late.
And it's the thing that how this world is changing at the rapidity of its pace it is and will throw you off balance, because it's happening so quick. I want to get in a shameless plug here.
Yeah.
I was on Ryder Lee's show.
I love
we
Ryder.
taped that yesterday. It's going to be on tonight. I think it's 7 p.m. my time. You figure out where y'all are at. Good conversation. It's he is on the quest, and what a good quest. It's an honorable quest.
Absolutely.
Breaking the God spell. And
yes.
Yeah. So we tune in tonight. We love Ryder Lee. And, him along with Chris Matthew over Forbidden Knowledge News. Yeah. So
amazing people. Yes,
they are. They are. They are the torch bearers. We got a visitor in the room here.
They are definitely carrying the torch, and
they
I'm
are.
so
They are.
So
I like what they're doing.
I do too.
So, tune in tonight. You'll enjoy it. And then I found out.
Wow.
There we go. You see,
that was really loud.
Spirits are saying, all right. Wow.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
That quieted it down. Give me one second here.
Absolutely.
I want to turn this on because I'm doing a recording.
Excellent.
Okay?
Yeah.
And let's see. All right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
It's
all right. Let's do that. There we go. We'll just put that over there.
Hello.
Hello. Y'all just this all I gotta do is just get near that little antenna. It'll let it. And over at Artist First, I'm asking everyone that listens to this, go over there. You can use the contact, let them know that you support them. They really are coming under attack. They're a small
they
platform.
are, Wayne, and it's an amazing platform, and you are an amazing part of that platform. Wow.
I'm also a lightning rod to that.
Yes, you are. You crashed the server 2 weeks ago, Wayne.
Write to Z-Man, just simply let them know. And if you're inclined, drop them.
Wayne, can you put the link to that in the description possibly? That would be great. Yeah, wonderful. I was going to say, because I want to hit it. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Much love.
It is.
All of you spirits.
It's like, hello, boy, it's just going right and left. And if you feel inclined, drop them a few bucks. They are, it's a small internet station, and it is a radio station, and they have a lot of different talent. I would be the antithesis of some of the other thoughts, but it's a free platform, and they really have, as to explain why people can't, there is the link. It's just broken. It's, so anyway, I don't ask for anything on this channel. And I like it that way. It's not monetized, and it's nothing wrong with being monetization. No. I mean, it's just that I enjoy the fact that we can do this in a manner of that. So just get on over there, artistfirst.com, hit the comments, let them know, and just give them a big cosmic hug.
Absolutely.
So
bucket of gratitude.
I like that.
Bucket of gratitude to spare. Here you go. Gratitude for you.
The Z-Man, he's a cool dude. I mean, he knew Mark Lane, who actually was the promoter of Woodstock. And they did a whole, Mark did an interview a couple of years ago with the Z-Man, and it's quite enlightening if you're a Woodstock fan like I am, to get the background of what was going on. Mark knew and interacted with every one of the bands. I mean, today the music industry is lamenting the fact that there's no talent.
Yep.
Spirits agree too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is really strong. Hello, whoever you
Yes, it
are.
is.
Wow,
Hi.
now we get the EMF field. Wow, okay. It's very
Hello,
active today.
friends. Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hello,
yes.
Heidi and Tony.
Hi, Heidi.
And Martin, we send our
Much
love
love.
to you all the time anyway. Let's see. Deborah Sloan is
Absolutely.
in the room.
Hi,
Red
Deborah.
Herring Media.
Hi, Red Herring.
Greetings. Nina the Mystic. David Castle. Joyce. How you doing, my love? Deborah
Mwah.
Sloan. Isby. Peace.
Yes.
Kimberly. Good to see you. And of course,
Hi, everyone.
Julianne from Down Under,
Hi.
our resident alchemist and, word alchemist for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, two heads. Linda, how are you doing, my love? Project Skyfall, Skyheart, what's up? James, good to see you right down south of me. Open mind. Mary wins. We win. That's all I got to
Yes.
say. I
Yeah.
win. You win. There's
Yeah.
Gilbert Smith. How you doing, brother Eric? Good to see you. July, hello. Haven't seen you
Hi.
before. Guy and Paul,
Welcome.
much love. Lost in
Yes.
space.
Much love.
Man, lots of folks in here.
Oh, I love the Soul Tribe. Love you guys so much.
Y'all are
Thank you for
groovy.
being
Y'all are
a
just a
part of our
really,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Trina, the world's up in arms. People are
Mhm.
dying. People are being butchered. You know, I lament the fact that our species, we can't figure this out. I mean, I don't know. At times I weep. I was meditating the other night when I was watching some of the horror unfold over in did you wow,
I did.
that is
I
strong.
did. Wow. Thank you. Wow.
Wow. Um,
Wow. Mm.
wow.
I was
Okay.
thinking, I was thinking about our hearts.
That was intense. And
Yeah,
yeah, because it weighs on if you're
it does.
empathic,
It
if you're
hurts it.
human, it should
Yes.
be weighing you down. But if you're empathic, it just amplifies it. And I don't know. I reach out to the spirit realm and I guess they almost have to be like I am. I'm it befuddles my understanding why we go down this path over and over again. And we all know the outcome.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
Um, yeah.
I think it's because we've always been so afraid to die.
That's
We've been
true.
taught judgment, punishment, all these things that aren't true. We've never been taught that the power of our consciousness creates our next existence. We've never been taught the fact that we are eternal beings. We've never been taught these things. So the fear of death, doing
Open-minded
anything.
said that's why
Yeah.
they call it a theater of war.
Yes.
It's the next
Precisely.
play.
Precisely. And it's wordplay, Magick. It's wordplay.
Oh, these are some powerful sorcerers and sorceresses that
Yes.
are at work here. I mean,
Yes. It's
um,
interesting because that's what I was drawn to this morning was, remember I was telling you I woke up hearing, how do you put a snake to sleep? I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And then it was coming back to, it's all about, remember the worm that shall not die, Wayne, the worm that shall not die. Well, we have
yeah.
one. It's called Hydra. That's a worm that doesn't die. No matter how many times you cut it into pieces, it knows how to put itself back together. So with that, I was seeing how all of this is an attack of the heart. It's an attack of the heart. It's trying to change the frequency of our heart. What's the sound of the human heart? The heartbeat. What happens when humans intend to join together? The heartbeat attrains. Within about 60 seconds, everybody's heart is beating at the same rhythm. So there's something to this. They're trying to affect the pulse. They're trying to affect the heartbeat. They're trying to affect the heart. And the song of
Is
our
that
organic,
collectively, or would you say,
yes,
yeah, okay. So
yes,
for the
absolutely.
species, yeah,
The
yeah.
whole species, the whole world, the whole world, the whole planet. They're trying to shift the frequency of the heart, change the pulse of the heart, the song of the heart. And we need to really connect to the song of the heart, however you do
If you
that.
follow the Schumann resonance, it has been doing things that hasn't been seen before. It's just, off of the flipping charts. And, I guess how I look at this, I look at this suffering that's taking place, and
Yeah.
we as a species are doing this to ourselves.
Mhm.
And
Because of the word magic. Remember
that begs up the question is, I got that right here. We're going to,
Yeah. And that's what I'm telling you. It's this word magic. But now that we have an awareness, Wayne, we can flip the script.
But how much does that take? And that's the question. I mean, if the frequency's trying to be manipulated, and war will do that. I mean,
yes.
When you've got bombs dropping out of the air and bullets flying by, it will, how should we say, it suddenly makes everything much more intense.
It causes a reaction.
Primarily for survival.
Fear. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're going to be providing a lot of opportunities to react.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what is happening, close your eyes and know, no matter what you're facing, this is temporary. It really is, guys. It's temporary. We'll get through it no matter what. And we're going to go through it many different ways.
Yeah.
And all of it is honorable. Yeah. And know that they're trying to get the heart right now. They're trying to get the heart.
Here?
Who is here?
Go ahead and do that again.
Who is speaking?
Who is speaking? Because the recorder can't hear you, but it can hear my voice.
Right. Who is speaking?
So here is the question that I pose then. As I continue to see the unfolding of what is being seen here,
mm-hmm.
I believe to a great degree that you can call it the spiritualist movement of the early 20th century, about 1900. I think it came into being about 1890. But
mm-hmm.
as I've been doing more and more, and there's not a lot of published on this, but so it seems that if there had not been a and the word is consecrated group of magicians,
mm-hmm.
witches,
mm-hmm.
A number of other in what we would call the arts, if they had not been active, what we saw in World War II would have been extended out for over a decade or longer. So we see
mm-hmm.
today we're on the verge of potentially exchanging the use of nuclear weapons, which is complete insanity. So I was meditating this morning because I'm sitting here going, all right, so we've got these talents that we're learning about. I mean, this channel alone covers enough. If you were a novice, you would be basically an intermediate journeyman or woman.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the call is going to be going out from the spirits who talk to us every day, interact with us every day. If it's time for us to activate that which was activated almost 100 years ago, and I believe was responsible for changing the course of what was going to be a very dark future. I mean, Trina, why learn what a spell will do? Why learn to talk to an angel? Why be aware of a divine one, a demon? Why be aware of a goddess, a god? Why, if it's not in a way that can directly benefit the living in this realm?
Absolutely.
And we seem to have a lot of, how should we say, etherical energy on the other side that are waiting for us to invite and give permission to assist us in reversing what we're seeing. And I refuse to accept that future.
Yes. And
it's like witches unite, wizards unite, magicians.
It seems like too, this is, curses are eternal. And it seems like right now it's about, it's more about remembering and bringing things backwards. It's almost like the reversals of the damage, like reversing damages. Thinking of things in a new way is going to be monumental. Not accepting the past as the present or future, like learning how to erase all of your reactions from the past, because we've all been through this before, guys. We've been through this several times. Yeah. So we're going to be reacting, and we need to stop and respond with the heart. And they keep saying, if you know, part of what they're doing is trying to shift the frequency of our heart through fear. So if many of us,
and they're doing it, it's not trying, they're accomplishing it.
But it only takes a small amount of people to stay anchored in love and potential and possibility, and not let the stage of the show react in you. So there's many of us that will be able to hold and anchor the peace and the knowing that all is going to be okay. You know, those energies, the ones of us that can hold those and bring those into this world, it's going to make a monumental difference. Because if enough of us could do and hold that anchor, it would literally break all of it apart.
So in some of the accounts that I'm reading in some of the spiritualist material, and I love these people. They have camp meetings, and they've been around for a long time. And so here's the challenge, is that 100 years ago, communication was limited. I mean, you didn't have the internet, you didn't have phones, you didn't have television. Radio was around, but not for the purposes of where we would call direct communication with the spirits, the dead.
Yes.
And so many people that I've observed in today's time are solo practitioners.
Yes.
They practice by themselves, much like I do, because I don't know, it may be because, again, when you arrive into this type of gnosis, you really do have a target on your back. As I said yesterday, our kind have been persecuted throughout the time humans have been here.
Yeah.
And they don't like it when we begin to recognize, number one, who and what we are individually, but begin to get to that understanding that together, when we unite, and that's what I'm driving towards, then that becomes amplified. The proverb says, one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000. So the principle here is the 1,000-fold principle.
It's to the power.
Yeah, it's 1,000-fold.
Yes.
And that is incredible, because if you think about it, then that means that if, let's say, 250 of us got together, that would be the equivalency of about, I believe my math is right, 2.5 trillion.
Yes, which would cover almost the entire planet.
It's greater than the population of the planet.
That's but it would cover the animals and everything. It was saying it would cover almost the entire planet, even the interior. It would be profound, the effect. Yes.
Hey, yes. Jenny's in the room. So many people.
Hi, Jenny.
So many people. Hey, Scotty boy. What's up?
Hi,
Terry, boy. Electra, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Big numbers, Wayne. Yeah, it is big numbers, but
numbers.
A
small amount of people can make a huge wave of effect.
And they have. Yes. I think it's
they like that one.
Because I was just thinking it's a small group that's controlling us, and this thing just
True.
Wow.
They're like, yes, you're the counter. You're the counter. You're the reversal. It's us. Yes, we do have.
Wow. So that was temperature that was electromagnetic, and the
Mhm.
other one is, I forget what that one was strong. Woo.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And I just saw something fly
Red
through my
Herring
room.
said
Whoo.
that made me jump.
Yeah. And I
Geez,
literally just
Louise.
saw something go whoo through the room.
Well, there was just a and lately I've been seeing these, the other side is they've never estimate that. That's true.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Wayne, say the name Lucy. Okay, I have. And listening while working, Judy's going. All right, Lucy. Well, something just lit up.
Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy in the
In the
sky
sky
with
with diamonds.
diamonds.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Wow. The spirits be listening.
Yes.
And it gets back to this point. So there is some rough weather ahead. I'm hearing Poco in the back of my head. Julie said that just gave me the chills. I know, it's weird. I mean, and I'm recording this whole conversation because the recorder can't pick up. It's a EVP recorder, can't hear Trina. It only hears me.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see when I play that back, who else be talking.
Right.
Do I know an Alan? Linda, I have known an Alan, but not in the immediate of my current reality. That's how they put that. By the way, I love the shirt. The blouse is beautiful. I
Thank
love
you.
the pattern. It has a very
Thank
interesting pattern at that.
Yes. Jungle.
Well, it has kind of a real 60s,
Yeah. That's what it reminds me of, like, when you see into different dimensions, how you see all the waves and the ripples and like water. And yeah, I like it.
I like that. You could, it almost has the Doppler effect. So it does, now we're talking quantum space, baby.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Hello, Karen Lynn. Good to see you. Let's see. Robin is in the room. And who else did I see? Marla, hello. How are you doing?
It's so interesting. I keep hearing it's like words are super, super powerful. And it's like we're all looking for a solution. And we've always been brought to know thyself, physician heal thyself, and the truth shall set you free. And this morning I heard truth is the seed, truth is now the tree, truth shall sing from me, for the spirit of truth shall set us free. Truth is the seed, truth is the tree, truth is now the song in thee. So shall it be. And I heard, I love you, Zoe. Zoe's the daughter of Pistis Sophia.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So yeah, I was like, right on, Zoe. So yeah, she was explaining about the power of the word truth. And it might be that simple, is to put truth in our heart and beat that sound of truth out of our heart, which would restore the heartbeat or the pulse of the collective that's experiencing fear. And it might really help them, because truth dispels fear.
I agree. So Gilbert, I'm reading your message. So Kathy, you said, who passed recently, said she was going to visit me. What, I don't know when that was, but I can tell you, had a couple of incidences here lately where, something was there. Heidi says, Wayne Martin always said, if I am out of here, I'm going to look for Wayne. He wanted to talk to you. Well, I am setting up that where that can be possible.
And put forth the request that you will have conscious remembrance of it.
Yeah.
You can remember it. 10 to 1, you're already doing it, but we just don't have memory of it. Yeah.
Just don't. Yeah. Hey, David Castle. Much love to you, brother. Let's see. So Wayne, Bonnie says, could you interview Alba Weinman? Love to.
Oh, I like
I'd
Alba.
love to get her on.
Beautiful.
I'll reach out to her.
With her, I would love to be a part of that. I do the work that she does. That's what I do, the trance work.
Okay. I'll send her out a message and see if she'll come on.
She's such a beautiful soul. Wow. Amazing work. Oh, love Alba. Mm-hmm. Hi.
Wow.
Yeah. See, you mentioned Alba's name. That's powerful. She's a powerful woman. That's
Yeah. All I said
that
was Alba Weinman
Wyman.
and
Yeah, that's all it
oof,
takes.
you
That's I'm
know,
telling you.
hello.
Yeah.
So I'll look in that. Big Al says it's cold and rainy here today on my day
Oh,
off. You know, Al, I love those kind of days.
yeah.
Seriously. If they're
Yeah.
cold and wet, and that's when you just want a cup of hot chocolate to get up with a
Yeah.
book. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
So let's see. A lot of people, this is Heidi says, a lot of people who are out of here like to talk to you. Maybe we can, yeah.
Hmm.
I have been getting that pushing more and more. And, you
Me
know,
too. And they're really starting to annoy me because they're playing with the lights. I'm like, stop it.
it's like, okay,
They're like,
let's
hello,
see.
hello. I'm like, stop it. I'm working. I'm busy. I'm working.
Uh, I guess there was somebody in here that, well, she just learned a lesson. I mean, you mess with these moderators, and I mean, that's like poking the
It's
hornet's
not
nest. You
smart. Yeah,
don't do
absolutely.
that. It's
No,
not a good idea. Never turns out well.
no, no.
um,
Yeah.
so getting back to that. So I got a place that actually makes these on a custom order, a spirit board, and
Oh,
it's they do beautiful work, I have to say, and it's
wow.
let me yeah, I have
Wow,
to show
Wayne.
you
That
this.
sounds really very interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a coat, a sealer on it, and but that's they made this out of white birch, and I mean,
Oh, wow. Wow.
yeah, I
Look at
mean,
that.
it's quite amazing.
Wow.
So why and the REM pod is going crazy over here. So yeah, and I
Oh
mean
my
it's
gosh. Yeah, they want to play with that.
yeah, so and the pochette is the same material. So yeah, anyway,
Wow.
so as soon as I get it out in the shop,
I was just
wow.
thinking, what a
Holy
powerful
crap.
board. Yep. What a powerful board.
I
Hmm.
just literally put that within the range of that and went so anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Those things do have a spirit, I think, attached to them. I really do. It's like,
well,
it's like a sigil.
I think it is. And I think it
Yeah.
goes by the individual. I mean, it's like this.
No, I think
Um,
it's like it's if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to bring in the ones that want to play
I wouldn't recommend it.
negative games with you. But if you understand the rules and you understand how to set up what you will and will not tolerate, and it's a whole different experience. So
I had a
yes, it,
client,
you
Richard
need to
Petty,
know.
and he had his driving school, and I went to his driving school
Uh-huh.
and right down at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And so here I am in back in that day, the Winston Cup cars, they were at 750 horsepower.
Oh God.
And so I have the instructor sitting in the seat, and we head out onto the speedway. Now, I know how to drive a car. You know how to drive a car. But I can tell you what I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive a race car.
Right.
And the thing about it is, I got it up to right about 125, 126. That it's, and I've known a lot of the NASCAR drivers. Anyway, um, my point to that is when I got out of that, I realized that's not for me. You
Right.
know, I like driving fast cars. I don't like driving that fast of
Rocket
cars.
ships. Right. Rocket
Exactly.
ships. Yeah. Once you get
So
over, yeah, that speed on, oh, no way, man. It's a whole different deal. It's so funny. Did you feel like you went through a speed barrier, like a dimensional shift while you were in that race car?
time slows down. It
That's what I
does.
thought would happen.
Yeah.
I am so
Yeah.
glad you validated that for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
It
I
does.
heard over 88 miles an hour, time changes.
I can
The
tell you
velocity, yeah, something changes time. That's why it's on
it's
the
in the
time
it's
machine.
in the car itself, because what you see. Now, I was more paying attention to the road in front of me. But the interesting thing is with Atlanta, it has 4 distinct curves, corners. And
Mhm.
as I got into the first corner, you really feel the G's because they're pressing you
Right.
back.
Yeah.
And inside the car, um, it's like you're in a time warp.
In a bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was
And
wondering. Yeah.
drivers, Danica Patrick was one who I knew back in the day, along with Jeff Gordon.
Me too. Her
And
boyfriend had a shop right down the street from my dad's wrecking yard.
yeah, and she'd tell you the same thing. And and
Yeah.
then she was in the Indy
Uh-huh.
cars. I mean,
Yeah.
which is even faster than NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and everyone's going,
She
yeah.
was like
And
16 playing with Top Fuel. I was like, you are, wow, girl. Wow. Wow. You go, girl. You go, Danica.
I love this. And
Yeah.
everyone's going like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how I view different things. For instance, I marvel at those who become so in tune to tarot.
Yeah.
I mean, and for
Mhm.
me, I could do it, but why would you want to ride with me when I'm in a 4-cylinder when you can be with Jenny or Nina or any of the rest of them that, they're going in the race car. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You're going to get there
Yeah.
faster. Yeah.
It's like, we'll see, like you and I, Wayne, we're more conscious channels. And they're focusing, they're channeling through
Yeah.
those tools, which are their connection, which is just, it's so beautiful. See, we all do it different ways.
We do.
That's
Yeah.
the fullness of it, because through all of our different ways we bring forth these frequencies, we're hitting the full spectrum of the wheel of the 360 degrees needed to make a complete circle. So
Interesting you say
that's
that, because in my office, that's, I collect
mhm,
all these different modalities.
mhm.
And I'm getting a pair of bone dice. Hello, Melchelle Cannon Free. How are you, my dear?
Yes,
So
I have
good.
Delphi dice, Wayne, and
Do
I
you? Okay.
love them. I love my
Well,
Delphi dice.
this seems to be a lost, at least to me. There may be those who use it, but what a marvelous, I'm reading how it's done and I'm going, wow, I can see
I
why it's been
love
around for
them.
tens of thousands of years.
Yeah, that's always been one of my favorite. Like I said, I bought a few things when I was very young because I was just drawn to them. And one of them was the Delphi dice. Look at these. These are super cool. And
See?
they've got all the planets and stuff
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
And then
There you go.
this one's the
Powerful
houses,
tools.
all the numbers of the houses. Yeah,
There
they're
we go.
amazing. And I
Now,
love
do
them.
you
And
use those?
I love them. I've loved them since I was a young. Like I've had them
Yeah.
for years and years and years. And I've had these probably since I was 16. I
Now
didn't even
you
know
can
what
read
they
them
were.
and
And I
interpret
was,
them.
oh yeah, it's got a book and everything with it.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
the book. I've
brilliant.
read the book. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's
Okay.
kind of like tarot, but it's using the planets. It's
This is a
very
great
awesome.
book, by the way, folks. If you really want a book that will give you all the
Oh, A
modalities,
Curious Future.
yeah,
Wow.
it is such a cool. Here we go.
I like that. A Curious Future.
So
And
it's a book, a
wow.
handbook on the unusual divinations and unique oracle techniques. And she has done, I love this book. I mean, I carry it with me because, if we're at a meeting where I have to go in or somewhere, I'm here. And it's like Skyrim. See
See,
the Delphi dice. There we
yeah,
go.
the Delphi dice.
Now,
Yep.
so in using that, how do you find it to be, how personal or how specific can it get? I guess that's the question.
Extremely,
Isby
extremely.
says, is there a PDF? I don't know, Isby, but I will check to see. So you
Mhm.
said extremely interesting.
Extremely. Yeah,
Okay.
I've literally, like when you feel like things are spiritually off and maybe you're getting attacked
Mm-hmm.
energy at you, I've literally had them help me identify where it was coming from.
Oh,
And you can identify it through the attributes of the planetary bodies and what they're interacting with and how it's come. It's very personal if you ask the right questions. Hmm. I think
okay.
90% of our obstacles is not knowing how to ask the right questions.
Boy, and then see, that's just it. And that's why, I respect all of these divination tools.
Yes, me
Um,
too.
I don't look at them haphazardly. And I like the energy. Jenny says your office is a portal. My
Correct.
wife would agree with you on that, Jenny.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes.
hey, Street Mom, how you doing, my dear? Speaking favor over you. Good to see you. And we got a couple of folks that I just want to say thank you. They actually live out of their cars, and just we send love to you. I mean, thank
May
you for being a
blessings
part of
pour
this.
forth over
Blessings.
you.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
May many blessings pour forth
Mm,
over you.
you're
All
you're a
different
part of
ways.
this family, and
Yes.
I know many of you. One specifically has written and said it's very difficult, but she makes the effort to find some place to where she can listen to the show.
That's
I mean,
so
how cool is
wow.
that?
And keep listening and know that you are a creator and you can create.
Yeah.
So work on creating what you really want to see and work hard on it, and you will get it.
I been there. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, mine was due to an illness that but when you have less than zero, the great thing about that is
only up to go.
Well, yeah, every day becomes a better day. And as I look back, when you're rebuilding your life, from being wiped out,
Yes.
health wise, financially wise, career wise, and it
I was going to say, is the machine going off? Because my ear just went, whoo. Wow. And it was really strong in my ear, really strong in my ear.
Whoa.
Yeah. Raw. Wow.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's someone's talking to us. I mean, because when these intense emotions are in here, yeah. But I know what that is. I literally started out with nothing, and I look back on it. What an amazing journey. I didn't like it at the time.
No. I think
wow.
A huge part of when you really do the spiritual stuff and you start learning about everything in this world, a lot of people have to go through that lose it all. I did. You did.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of it, is the lose it all. And because then you learn too, it's not about the stuff. The stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So it brings you to that place when you're down on your knees. It changes you. And I think it's an important lesson for those of us who wish to walk this spiritual path, is understanding it is not about the stuff.
Well, it's going to help in the ascension process, because if you have nothing holding you back,
I
mean, you're free, baby.
That's it.
That's all I got to say. You're free, man.
Your wings just got hit with
you're
nitrous,
free.
honey. Yeah, you just got hit with nitrous bottles.
I'm free. now I'm feeling like, what about Bob? I'm free. I'm free.
Right. Yeah. See, freedom feels good.
Oh, if you could see this thing, I love this
I
REM
hear
pod. It is so cool. I mean,
I can totally hear it.
Dick says, I'm getting.
Before it goes off, Wayne. I feel it before it goes off. That's why I just asked you a second ago, is it about to? And it was like, and I was like, I felt it.
Yeah, I mean, apparently some other of y'all are here doing the same. Isn't this interesting?
Right?
I wonder if we could all just focus in on the energy. Linda says the spirits are here in full effect. They have things to tell us. I connected with 5 out of the many in my house last night. They are making presence known. Well, we welcome
ask them if this is what we can do to fix the world, is to put our heartbeats together. I have a feeling about this. There's something about us putting our heartbeats together. I don't know what it is.
When you said that, Trina, what I'm getting is Donnie Osmond. It's just a heartbeat away.
Yeah,
I'm seeing Donnie Osmond singing that.
Might change the whole world. Remember, I always kept my whole life.
Why not?
Keep it simple, student. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Always, it's going to be simple. The answer is simple if we can figure it out. Simple.
Brandy wants to know who is here with us.
Right.
all you have to do is touch that antenna, or you can speak right into this little box
Yes.
here. And I may not hear it right now, but I will later. And we welcome any and all spirits who are, let's say, like-minded, like
Correct.
energy. Yeah.
And standing in positive polarized love light.
Yeah.
Positive polarized love light.
Because to the rest of you, we're going to
Shoe
kick your
fly.
ass.
Shoe fly, don't bother me.
We're going to kick your ass. Like the
Yeah.
little girl said, well, if they come in my house, they're going to want to kick my ass.
I've been always told to tell them to shoot first. Give them a chance to run.
Shoe
It's
five
fair.
slew. I like that.
That's it. I'm like, shoe fly, don't bother me. But if you don't go away, then we're going to have an issue. So yeah,
I
but
like
give them a
that.
chance to run away first. They said, stop. Give them a chance to go away first, Trina. Stop. I was like, okay,
James says,
fine.
we have to imagine a new way of being as a group to create the positive thought form. I agree. I do. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's how to connect in a positive frequency with our heart, with a unified intention of peace, love, unity, whatever we can manifest through positive polarized love, light, vibration. But it's something about our heart. Yeah, something about our heartbeats. It's going to be a key.
Let's see. Gilbert said he'd love to listen to the tape. I'll let you know if anything on it. Linda says, my pendulum says yes, Trina. A huge swing, yes. I had a heart activation with confirmation reading on Andromeda 7.
Yay!
Well, there you go.
We're on the right track.
I love that. Monkey Experiment says, thank you, Trina and Wayne.
You're so
Soul
welcome.
Tribe. And favor does flow through this group.
I can't love big enough to break this world apart without you all. So thank you. Right back.
Red Herring Media says the answer is at your is that your overseer self knows. Don't believe the things you might think. Yeah, I mean, it's all an individual journey. It's it's because I'm not a nuclear physicist. Wouldn't have the faintest idea what to do there, but I am pretty good in my own modalities. Hey, David Barry, how you doing, brother? We send much love to you.
Yes.
Kathy showed up and played with my hair, then talked to my friend on the phone. How cool is that?
Wow.
I hope whatever. Hello there, James. How you doing, Yosley? Good to see you. Well, I hope that this is my thing for all those who have passed over, that they found the transition to be not a bad thing and that they are adjusting to their new realm. And that's pretty cool.
I wonder if this is the simple key they keep showing me, is simply because we have an awareness that we don't die when we die. I wonder if it's literally that simple.
I think it may be. I mean, the whole thing of consciousness, it's, what is consciousness? Is it in fact, is it just this cerebral the reaction?
No.
Yeah. Is it or is it something, is it a response to something far more greater?
It's the creation templates from source itself.
Yeah.
It's so powerful, consciousness. Wow. So powerful.
I love this group. Someone said they went back and read the chat comments and said, this is a deep group.
It is. You learn so much.
Group.
We learn so much from each other. This is so beautiful. It really is.
Like there's a lot of knowledge here. I mean, if you're lacking it, you can certainly become familiar with it. I'll put it that way. Or I love the word to acclimate yourself to knowledge.
Yes. And boy, there's a solid 200 here that are they're master level degrees in esoteric wisdom, knowledge, and ability. They really are.
The core group is now grown to 300. I think I see 357. I think the core group.
Wayne.
It's interesting.
Wow, that's almost doubled from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant.
So we're doing
love
something.
Each and every one of you.
Yeah, I mean, we love y'all, man. I mean, it's like someone says you did this, and I went, did what? What did we do?
Wow.
Yeah. So
350, all shining the same light, beating their hearts as one.
coming in, I mean,
Wow.
it's the
Wow.
osmosis of the growth is really, and I'm loving the people. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
I got to say. They're such an eclectic group.
Yeah. And they're
Yeah.
all kind.
Yeah, they are.
So
They
much
are.
kindness in this group, so much love, compassion,
And
so
they'll slam the
much.
door on anyone. Their smile says, I've been listening to Wayne since 2014. Well,
Oh,
you deserve a gold star.
much love. Me too.
Thank you, humbled and honored. But
And I'm with you. I
it's
have
like,
to.
you really deserve some good gold stars on that one.
Yep, absolutely. I love it.
This is just a fabulous group. I mean, thank you
Amazing.
all. Witch Moon 73 says, she loves all of us. Yeah, I mean,
We love you back.
what a group.
It
And the
is.
thing about it is that it was never forced. It was never, concocted.
It was created out of love
Yeah.
and feeling like we finally had some people around us that could kind of get what we were thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that unity through wanting to know the truth about what we were discovering and going on that journey together and knowing that we all going to go through different things at different times, different ways, giving each other the room to do that. And the ones who have already been through it are helping the other ones that are just going through it and vice versa. And it's like some things I've done and you've done it, but we're all helping each other because we're unifying through all of it.
I
Through the
feel it.
experiences, the
And I'm hearing the
supernatural
song in my head.
connection.
It says, let your love flow.
Yeah.
That's what we
And
got to do.
I'm hearing Dreamweaver.
Gary Wright.
Dreamweaver.
I
We're
saw
dreaming a
him on
new
my
dream.
18th birthday at
Oh, wow.
the Houston Astrodome of all places. Yeah.
Oh, I
Saw
love his
him with
music.
Gary Wright. Saw
Love
him
his
with
music.
Yes. It was really a good concert.
I've seen Yes. I like Yes too.
Yeah, it was back in the day. It was
Owner of a
cool.
lonely heart.
Bump, 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 bump.
Yeah.
I know that tune. Everyone in here
Yeah.
knows it as well. It's like, hey, Shannon, what's up, girl?
Hi,
Shannon
Shannon.
says, we love the energy and the vibe this source gives. Never stop the
Yes.
pursuit of knowledge and keep on driving our bus. Well, thank you, Shannon. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring tears to my eyes. For a bus driver, that can get a little hairy up in front, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
we love you. We love you, Wayne. You drive
got
the bus so good, Wayne.
Bisbee
You
says since
do.
2016, he said, for me, 5 years of hypnosis.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. We've learned so much together. I mean, so much together.
We have. And that's what makes the journey so fun.
And I think that's why it's such a powerful thing. It's like you're driving the bus, Wayne, but all of us are standing as solid equals in a unified team, working together to make the world a better place and then better ourselves in the process. And that's a beautiful goal. And
We're
it's a
like at
beautiful
the
power.
24-hour race at Daytona. Now we've got substitute drivers that are sitting in.
And a crew team.
Yeah, I mean,
we got
so the
all
bus
of it
is
now.
like always going, because we trade the responsibility.
Yes.
And so there are many different drivers in the driver's seat, and that's what makes it work.
And I think too, it's more of the new energies that coming in. It's no more presidents and vice presidents and stuff like this. Now it's about councils of people who all know how to work together. And, of course, there's a few people that bring forth the actual message of the group, but it's about now it's coming together in cooperation with the groups. It's no longer individual. Now it is in I all.
Marla says, I first saw Wayne on Talking on the Planets. Great show. Groundbreaking.
It was groundbreaking. That was powerful. Poor Patrick. What a ride he went on. Woo!
Love that guy.
Brave soul.
All right, everybody. Miss Trina, what are you going to be on this week? Are you on Friday night, Saturday night?
I think this weekend I might be back on track. I'm thinking so.
You're welcome to join us on Friday with the ladies. We're going to be talking about herbal.
Work. I'm so bummed. I gotta work.
Okay.
I don't think I can get out of it.
Hey, Grace.
Yes.
Well, thank
I
you,
would love
Grace.
to though. And I am definitely there in spirit because I'm listening while I'm working,
Yeah,
you know.
well, we'll
So
have a great show. I
mm,
think this is going to be,
yeah.
and keeping it about 6 makes it just about a good. And I'm looking forward to these nice
Yeah.
women. I
Well,
mean,
and like I said, I am there with you in spirit, and I'm certain that there's probably 6 others. So just
at
saying.
least.
Just saying.
All right, Trina, much love to you, dear. Thank you,
Much
everyone
love
out
to
there.
you.
We thank
Yes.
you all for your love and your
Mhm.
energy. That's all I got to
Yes.
say. Let's just think peace for the world. We are
Yeah.
strong in that when we unite in that one thought,
Yes.
and we can
And I
put.
say, Brian's words are so strong right now coming to me. Be the frequency y'all want to receive, y'all. Be that frequency. Yeah, be the frequency you want to receive. And that's going to be in our hearts. So
Yeah.
if we all just hug each other, I when I think of hugging you all, my heart jumps for joy. Literally, I
Wow.
can feel the joy. It's so powerful when I think of you all and connecting with all of you. My heart bursts with joy and love. So embrace, and I share it freely with all of you because it feels wonderful, and it's because of my thoughts towards you. So maybe it's that simple.
Heidi, I think Heidi was asking about the dog. I forget what she was saying. How is your dog now doing? Big hug for Dancer. Dancer is trained me well. For a
Yeah.
human, she has trained me perfectly.
Yep.
So I guess she's doing it. Thank you. All right, everybody. We will see
Much love.
you next week with Miss Trina, and I'll
Yes.
be on
Much
tomorrow.
love.
All right, everyone. Be
Love you,
good
Soul
because
Tribe.
you're looking so fabulous. You're looking fabulous, darling. I'm just telling you.
You
Hey,
too, Wayne.
fabulous audience here, dear.